Hello everyone, Sci-Fi back again with a end of year video. I've done this quite a few times now. And this year, yeah, it's just whatever the hell it is. It's just a strange year, isn't it? It's a bloody awful year. I will try and keep all my ideas on this video about collecting pop culture and all that, and not mention anything about society otherwise. But yeah, I'm a little bit dusty. So, hair of the dog that bit me, if you know what that means. Anyway, so yeah, society overall is just out of control, badly managed, and I'm over it. I see too much these days online because it's the only way to really read the news. Doesn't matter which way you look at it. Yeah, we're all gonna die. No, probably not. But still, it's just it's an absolute disaster piece. Yeah, self-indulgent and greedy, racist, strange. Yeah, it's not on. I'm over society. I'm over society as a whole. Even though I have to deal with it at work, and I will. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop that and talk about the year that was 2023. Fucking terrible. Yeah, about this channel, Sci-Fi, has been running now for a good 12, 13 years. Sitting around about 890 something subscribers. Thank you very much if you've jumped in. Thank you. And all about the figures I've collected this year, which this year's been good. When it comes to figures, I mean, seriously. I have started off the year with some amazing customs. Ian Butler 3D, IB 3D, and Mr. Jedi 1977 for figures. IB 3D being templates of displays, and just blew me away. So the Book of Boba Fett display was good. The throne and all that, and got tons of stuff like the Millennium Falcon, the Jarek table. Fantastic with all the background. I had to actually buy some figures to populate them, and they looked great. Mr. Jedi 1977. So everyone's now talking about this year the Tonica sisters, and they won this last figure standing. I'm not surprised. I do have the Tonica sisters in a custom version, and I swear they will, hands down, they flog what Hasbro could recreate. If you have not seen the video, it's on my channel somewhere. Have a look. It's about a year old or something. I did it late last year. And it's the same thing. It was like with Tim Bosk's Bounty. What's his name? Velkan Taziri, and the other fellow, Dayam Trend something. Yeah, bring those figures out, and guess what? Hasbro did. Yay! But guess what? I've already got customs of those as well. They're just as good. Although I still would like those figures to come out here to Australia. Distribution of figures here is pretty weird. It's weird everywhere, isn't it? Yeah, that's just strange. But yeah, I'm due to the fact of where I am now. I normally make these videos in my old place, and we'll talk about that pretty soon. But yeah, what else did I get at the beginning of the year? I've got lists. I've got little. So if I'm looking to this side, so I'm looking at lists. Republic Commandos are finished. Scorch was done on the 6-inch line. Commander Colt, Light Speeder, Light Cruiser Jedi Luke, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, a really cool NECA Predator and Dutch Schaefer figure. They came out. You've probably seen them before. And people looked at them. They were great, and I'm sitting there. I was very, very comfortable. I had my place, my display all around me in the place I lived with my wife, and I had a veggie garden downstairs, and I had a beer cellar downstairs, and boom, fuck you, government. You started making some weird rules that just pleases a few people. All these hand wringers and that. So they told landowners to put insulation and solar panels and all this, which made landowners, because I'm going to say I was renting, and I rented for like 13 years with this guy, with these owners. That was so good. That's probably why, 13 years renting in one place, and people go, wow, that's a long time. Yeah, it was. And then, the government fucked it up by doing all these new rules, and so they couldn't afford it and they had to sell. Bingo bango, so I sold. I had to go. They sold, I had to go. And I had to move out. And so here I am. If you don't know, this is my in-laws' place. It's nice. I like it. But nearly everything that my wife and I own is in storage. That costs money to store. It's secure. I'm happy where it is. Yeah. It's great, but it's not on display or in use. You can't use, everything. Even my wife says, oh, where's this? And it's in storage. It's in storage. It's in storage. But yeah, anyways. So that's what happened. And so now I'm here. I've done a few videos over this year, and that's the only thing I can do now. I don't do gardening. I can't grow veggies. I can't make my own beer. Yeah, the hobbit in me is gone. So I just collect figures and just getting back into video games again, I guess. But not some of the new stuff. Not yet. PS5, I'm saving up slowly for one of those. Alright, what have I got here? So, yeah, So when I actually moved out, and I thought, fucking, the world's only going to get worse, and it did, and it does, due to war and homelessness and affordability of housing and all that. And then my mate, Dan, Ed5, Ed5, if you don't, he will leave a comment down below, hopefully. And his place got fucking robbed. And I made a video on that, and everyone looked, and I'm still looking into if anything is on sale or on any of the websites or whatever, because this shit you cannot sell without someone pinging it and going, yep, that's not yours. You stole it, you bastard. But yeah, and thousands of dollars, many years of memories, and that whole thing. The rug was pulled underneath Dan's feet. I thought I had a shit time. I'm here. I'm safe. Everything's good. All my stuff is good. But for Dan, it's in a 100% worse situation than I've ever been in. So I very much feel for Dan. I very much am still avidly being a little internet detective, like a lot of people are these days. But for some reason, I hope to have a result one day. And if ever one of you motherfuckers are watching this video, we'll find you. You'll get caught. And I actually might have a screenshot I'll send to Dan a little bit later. Maybe not. Yeah, okay, so that was that. Yeah, so everyone's had a bit of a fuck up this year. some way or another. But yeah, Ed 5 Dan is the only one that I can think of at the moment. Other people have moved out, got divorced, got awful news. Yeah, I don't want to mention everyone. And yet, I'm over the 10-minute mark. I haven't even discussed all the other shit that I've got or whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyways, so one thing, a couple of big items. Moving on. Going to collections. The big Book of Boba Fett throne room. I looked at it at first and went, it's be shit. Just be a throne room with a couple of pillows, fat bib Fortuna and whatnot. Went, yeah, forget it. The minute I saw a video, thank you, Only One Kenobi, I looked at it and went, that's fucking awesome. Oh shit. No, I missed out. Hit myself for not getting that. And I probably won't be able to get it. I've seen a few online with missing bits or overseas with postage of about $200 or something like that plus. And I'm like, shit. Missed opportunity. Damn. So it would look cool because I've got all the other. I mean, I could, of course, I've got money down for the Jabba DS with all that stuff and Jabba the Hutt, and that comes late 2024. So yeah, I'll get that, and you can actually slide that into that throne room. Fuck, I missed that. Anyways, that's that. But yeah. But also, so I missed out on that. But going back to some customs that I did get over some nice Book of Boba Fett customs of what's his name, Mok Shaiz. If you've ever seen the hammerhead looking guy with the bits on the side and the Major Domo, got that. And yeah, that's probably one of my favourite figures for the beginning of the year, I think. Yeah. So yeah, Mr. Jedi 1977 and IB3D. I miss you guys because I'd love to pick up some more stuff. I see lots of stuff on Instagram and just go, wow, I want that, but it's not happening. Yep. So yeah, kicking myself. Not really kicking myself, but yeah, another HasLab which came out. Of course, the Ghost looks cool. I like it. But that vehicle doesn't really sing out to me. I like it. I know what it is. I've seen it in Rise of Skywalker and Rebels and Ahsoka. But, no. Yeah, Jabba's sail barge. If I could get another version of that, if I can get that now, I'd buy it, in a heartbeat. I've seen that vehicle hundreds of times on TV, whatever, and lots of other people got it, but it never became available to Australia. Much like all the Hasbro Pulse and a lot of HasLab stuff. Well, now these days the HasLab has, because I managed to get the Razor Crest through Zing Pop Culture. It was good. It's a friggin' great vehicle. And the Ghost looks incredible, but I don't know. It's not for me. Just not so big on it. I don't know. Anyways, so leave all that page behind. Sorry, I'm just going through stuff. So being here, I managed to accumulate, quite a few figures and vehicles and whatnot. Black Series. I've got to say, this year, 6-inch figures seem to dominate than the TVC. Don't know why. Do it. Do both. When you get a Bad Batch. I mean, they got this. All of them came out all at once. Yet we've got one Bad Batch Hunter. That's it. Where's the fucking rest of them? Unbelievable. Anyways. So yeah, also got some helmets because I've always wanted some, and they become available. And yeah, Vader and Fett, and all I want now. I mean, I could also get others, but no, all I want is is a Stormtrooper helmet, just the original, A New Hope Stormtrooper. Yep, that's it. Once I've done that, I'll move along. Yeah, and also talking about Hasbro Pulse, some of the shit they've released is probably 10% okay. The rest of it is, hey, guess what? I'm pissing down your leg and calling it rain. And it's like, what? What's all this? More repacks and whatnot. You may as well say that the Christmas and Halloween figures are the new shit. There's nothing new. We've done Vader. We've done everything. We've done Leia and Solo and Skywalker. Although some of the new TVC ones need to be tweaked a little, but yeah. And then they put a little questionnaire down below. Click on one of these. Which do you like, the 6-inch or the 375? And what do you want to do? Start a little internet fight, little internet war with collectors, the community going brr. Guess what? No one gave a shit. People do what they do. People respect what they do, what others do especially. I mean, yeah, I do both. There is no both. That was not part of the click on option. But yeah. What else? Yeah. The only good thing that probably came out of the Pulse was probably the Force Unleashed Starkiller. Yeah, but we'll have a look at that. I'm going to actually pick up this thing and we'll have a look at it. Yeah, is what it is. And there's a couple of Disney things. So what I've done all year. What else can I talk about? Yeah, what other channels have been moving along? Yeah, I've noticed a lot of guys that I follow and talk to. Their channels are skyrocketed. They're just like going great guns. Eric, Cyrus Speed Reviews, great guy. I like this dude, and we chat regularly. Of course, Only One Kenobi, and I want a patch. I don't know. I don't wear a hat. I'm not a hat dude. Although if I was going to wear a hat, it'd be an Indiana Jones Akubra hat. But then a Only One Kenobi patch would look pretty bizarre on that. So I'm just going to buy a t-shirt and put a patch on that. Yeah, thanks, Nick. Yeah, and others, they're just skyrocketing. Also within the community, a lot of live streams and whatnot. Yeah, I'd like to get involved. I've been invited. Still, yeah. Every now and then when I get on there, I'll get on and just leave little comments while it's running live and say hello and whatnot. But yeah, I'll just can't get involved that much. I'd like to, but no, haven't got the time or the But still, I do love all you guys. Don't worry. It's just one thing. But yeah, good on you to all the channels that have gone up in the world with subscribers and new settings and all that. I've always wanted a little intro. I thought about it, but yeah. I'd probably get taken down because I'd get some music artists and visual artists would go, nah, you're not doing that. But anyways, that's the channel of me. I'm just going to keep doing this. Just do this. I'm not stopping, no matter what. So yeah, looking at other things. Music this year that I've picked up, not much. New Cannibal Corpse album came out. I don't know if you guys give a shit about metal or death metal or whatever. Cannibal Corpse came out. Hey, Taylor Swift re-released all of her friggin' albums, and that cost about $50 each or more. Albums, records. And Taylor Swift, I've probably heard one of her songs. One. Well, that was another thing in in Mandalorian season 3. What's her name? Lizzo. I never knew what a Lizzo was until I saw Mando season 3. This is me. I don't listen to that shit. I knew Jack Black straight off the bat and went, oh, that's pretty funny. But yeah, season 3 Mando, people didn't like, or they thought it swayed from the main story, and I agree. It did. And then when it finally got to the story, it was rush, and then boom. So let's see some new Mando season 3 figures. Let's see some, others. But yeah, and Lizzo. And yeah, but anyway, I'm going on to music, aren't I? Shit, I will fucking sway to other topics on a very bad segue. Yeah. So, what else? Slaughter to Prevail. That's another band. They're originally from Russia, now moved to the States. Slaughter to Prevail. My God, the lead vocalist. I'm not going to recreate what he does. It's something beyond human. It's like the sound of a gargling alligator Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's just, inhuman. But it's friggin' awesome. If you dig it, if you dig that music, that's cool. Alright, yeah. What else can I talk about? There's probably a million things. My head's just spinning around at the moment. For lots of reasons. But yeah. Movies and streaming. I haven't been to the cinema in years. I think the last film I saw was Rise of Skywalker with my oldest son, and that was a bit of a confusing piece of work. That was it. And then after that, the Rona hit, and everyone got COVID and got locked up and all that sort of shite, and I had to deal with all that at work. If you don't know, I work in a hospital, and coronavirus was treated extremely seriously, even overkill to some points, when people were scratching our heads. Why do we have to do that when we didn't do that yesterday? Oh, because that happened, and then, well, shit, that means I got coronavirus, but no. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about my work. That's another very depressing subject that I won't get into. Anyways, movies. What have I seen thanks to streaming? Yeah. The new Avatar. That was pretty good. Although that, I would have loved to have seen that at the cinema. In 3D. Because I remember seeing the first one in the cinema, on the big screen, in 3D, years ago. And yeah, I'm watching this new one going, that would look so good. I mean, I've got a big, dirty, great big screen TV, and yeah. Yeah, but that's just what it is. Streaming can only provide so much visual acuity entertainment. Yeah. What else? The Fall of the House of Usher. Have you ever seen that? Edgar Allan Poe. Yeah. I like it. It was a great show. Yeah, it went for, I don't know, it was just a series of, fantastic. Let's look it up. Obliterated. Now that's a fucked up piece of work, that is. It's funny. It's only just been on recently. And just after watching the Grand Theft Auto trailer, new Grand Theft Auto 6, Vice City, whatever, the trailer was brilliant, fantastic. Loved it. I thought, oh, cool, I'm going to get in on that. Yeah, I'm going to buy that game in 2025. That's cool. That's how long these games take. They take a long time, and you don't want it to be full of bugs and crap. And then when me and the missus are looking through Netflix, my wife loves to just flip through for like about an hour until she finds something. But yeah, found Obliterated, and I'm like, this is like the fucking Grand Theft Auto trailer. All this crazy shit happening. And it was good. Weird shit. Sandman by Neil Gaiman. Neil Gaiman being, what's it called? The American Gods and Dream Mask. Something odd. Neil Gaiman's a great comic book writer. He's done a lot of shit. I can't think off the top of my head. What's all that stuff? He is fantastic. And then Sandman, I never read the comics, but this show was just, it pulled me in and loved it straight away. He's a great artist, and yeah, he doesn't, yeah, all respect for him, and we'll watch anything that guy makes. Jesus, I'll probably, yeah, I love it. It's great. Of course, Ahsoka. Now, at first I was a bit apprehensive, but then straight away, yeah, boom, loved it, and I knew it was going to happen. It had to happen. It's all part of this whole new Mandoverse or whatever. Even though Mandalorian is never mentioned, or Grogu, or anything like that. Same with the Book of Boba Fett, never mentioned. None of that is ever mentioned. Of course, people say, "Oh, let's do another Kenobi series." Why bother? It's done. So yeah, but I can see where, and I've seen Ahsoka now probably 3 times now, the whole season, and it's brilliant. It shows a good, very bad, nasty threat. But what's going to happen? And I'm glad they've now put these into canon. Now put, Grand Admiral Thrawn into canon and all this, and you get to see the Night Sisters appear out of the Clone Wars, and it's just like, so it finishes, and then you're like, fuck, what now? Where's season 2? Well, you might see a season 2. I don't know when, thanks to all this actors strike and shit like that. Yeah, good on yous. That's just what you need. I think this is just my idea, and I hope it is. I hope it works. So Mando season 3 or the Mando movie, season 4 or the Mando movie will accumulate Ahsoka and the Book of Boba Fett in there, because it's all in that same timeline. And then, can you imagine just, suddenly friggin' the Mando shows up, or suddenly, it just all happens, Boba Fett pops up, or, and then of course you're going to have to get Thrawn's comeuppance, but he's also got some other bad guys on his side. And then of course you got Ray Stevenson, what's his name, Baylan Skoll, he passed away. How are we going to compete with, what are we going to do? Not compete. How are we going to continue that story? I don't know. Interesting. But yeah, it's just, it was a great show. I can see what happens. I hope that's what happens. Everyone's got other ideas and shit, and that's cool. Because there's other stuff coming up. But yeah, a couple more things I've only just watched recently. Fubar, Mr. Schwarzenegger. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I liked that. Good. He's a lot older and a lot bolder and doesn't give two shits. And it was a good show. And also Reacher. I don't know if you guys know about Reacher. You probably do. Yeah. Season 2. Thank God they made a season 2. And they're making a season 3. Yay. That'll be good. And it's not even halfway through season 2 yet. I think me and the missus watched 3 or 4 episodes and that cut off. And I'm like, what the fuck? Come on. More. Yeah. And that was good. So that's it for other movies and stuff. I'm about to hit the 30-minute mark. So I'll quickly continue on with the future. Alright, yeah, back again. Thanks for hanging out for so long. Even if you've only, if you're just watching it and pausing it and going away. Thank you. Thank you all. Yeah. It's all been a great little event, hasn't it? Nearly coming to the end, sort of. But I'd like to thank all my subscribers and anyone who jumps on board, says hello. I miss a lot of comments. Sometimes comments happen, but I'm the same. Sometimes I watch videos and just go, yep, I like it, and have nothing to say. Someone's already said it in the comment section, so why repeat it? I get it. I understand. All right, so for next year, the future. The future. I don't know much about it, but yeah, so, especially talking about Star Wars, new stuff, new figures. I don't know. There's a few I haven't picked up yet. What are they? The guys from Kessel and new Tusken Raider. Yep. Anyway, so new Star Wars films or TV shows, Skeleton Crew. That looks cool. I've actually seen a little sneaky peeky, very blurry video of it, little trailer. Still don't know why it's called a trailer. Trailers are at the end. Call it a preview. But anyways, it looks good. Jude Law. I like Jude Law. Good actor. And it looks very intriguing. It's coming out next year, sometime soon. We'll probably see a trailer. I know there's fake trailers running around and whatnot. And yeah, I will be interested to see how that looks. That's one of probably the only ones I am interested in. The Acolyte. Yeah, okay, so you're looking at the High Republic, supposedly 200 years before the Phantom Menace. And so you're looking towards more Knights of the Old Republic and whatnot. But that was Knights of the Old Republic. That was about 1,000 years before. And then, of course, the Old Republic is even longer back. Yeah. I've got messages coming through on my phone. Sorry. Oh no, you won't see that. So yeah, it's directed and they're called showrunner. What the fuck's a showrunner? Aren't they directed and produced and whatnotted? Showrunner. That's a new thing I don't like. That was the same thing regarding Lord of the Rings and all that sort of stuff. That new dismal shit show that was on. That was a fucking terrible show. Showrunner. You hear the term showrunner, I sort of go, yeah, I'm not in the mood. Couldn't give a fuck. Showrunner by Leslie Headland. Now, I've followed a few videos, watched a few things, read a few things, and she was Harvey Weinstein's public assistant or personal assistant. I'm like, oh dear, that's not a good thing to put on your resume, is it? No. And she's supposedly a huge bully. And also the show has been they do reshoots and all that. Also another thing, when you hear about some of these movies and TV shows, when they have to do reshoots, sometimes it's necessary for some reason, but then when you got to reshoot the whole fucking lot, it's like, oh dear. They fucked up the first time, now they've got to unfuck what they fucked up. That's the way. That's cool. And then she's also carrying on. Her and her actors are on some convention, and they're all talking about the patriarchy. How the patriarchy of Star Wars is all patriarchy. And I'm like, what? So you mean Star Wars is full of men? Maybe they should open their eyes and look around. And I mean, I saw one comment once I saw this video, and I forget who she is. Some African American bald head. She stars in the show. I don't know who these actors are in the Acolyte. The only one I know is probably the Finnish fellow who plays Chewbacca, but he's also playing a Jedi Wookiee. I forget his name, Suotama or whatever. Yeah. Otherwise, and they're all there talking about how men are this and men are involved and no, women are. But someone dropped a comment. The comment was every single female character, from Go to Woe, all the way from Princess Leia Organa, all the way down to Ahsoka, just everyone, and they're all important. They all mean something. They're all strong, and they're all this, and they're all, and they do shit. I mean, yeah, Ahsoka was mainly women, and some people carried on and went, oh, it's all women and girl boss and all. I'm like, fuck off. Did you watch Rebels? Your main male protagonist, your male guy, he died, Kanan Jarrus, and then the other guy, young fella, he disappeared until the end. But yeah, so you can't do that. And plus, I don't know, if it's going to be all full-on, the full-on social messaging or whatever you want to call it, I don't know. Just don't fuck up this. Just make it nice. Make it, I don't know, what is it? As I said, my mind's just thinking of words to say without. But also, if you're going 200 years back, will there be, because I know, say you got Darth Sidious, but would you have Darth Plagueis? Or would you, I mean, no, he might have been a young apprentice, so then you'd have Darth Tenebrous, who's Darth Plagueis' master. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, that's enough of that one. Yeah, Acolyte, I'll look at it, and that'll be that. Bad Batch Season 3, fuck yes. Bring it out. That'll be good. It's going to be dark, though. It's going to be very nasty. It's going to be the end of all of them, more than likely. You can't just sit there and go, oh yeah, they're going to come on and do this and bloody blah. Nah, man. Did you ever see any of these guys in the other films, the original trilogies or whatever? No. They're either going to die or they're going to just say, fuck it, I'm going to get a farm somewhere and on some planet and just, that'll be that. Preferably not Alderaan. But yeah, that'll be great. I can't wait to see it. And it's going to be a lot of interesting stuff regarding Omega. Tales of the Jedi, now that was a very, that blew me away when I saw the first one. I thought, yeah, I'll watch that. It's a little kids thing. But these stories were really, really good. You know, everyone, you got your young version of Count Dooku, Darth Tyrannus, you got Yaddle, and you got suckered into it, and then the Ahsoka, little baby Ahsoka, and then what happens? And then this dirty, great big Sith Inquisitor. Make a figure of that. Now that'll be cool. But anyways, yeah. And also Andor Season 2, that's coming out, I believe. Plenty of reshoots, but that's probably due to the writer's strike, whatnot. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm interested in it. I like the first season. Figures not so much. Don't interest me. Just a whole bunch of people and stuff. It was good. Yeah, I got a few Andor figures. And then going further into the future, it's looking a bit bloody grim. The new Rey Skywalker movie. Rey Skywalker. Yeah. Again, it's these directors or showrunners, or whatever the fuck they want to call them. Her name's Shameen Obaid-Chinoy, and watching her on screen and giving fronting out what do you want to do with this thing? What's your take into the Star Wars universe? Now we know when George Lucas had to go before a whole bunch of producers and whatnots, the companies, to say, what's Star Wars about? And he said, I want to make a movie for young people. You know, good and evil, right and wrong, good overcomes bad, struggles, redemption, all this sort of stuff. He mentioned all this shit. Do you know what she said? She said, I want to make men uncomfortable. I'm like, oh, fuck, you're hired. Man, if it was me, I'd be like, get the fuck out. Fuck you. Honestly. I mean, yeah, she makes documentaries on very serious subjects too, which are probably really good. But Star Wars. Yay. Good on you. Good hiring. I know what it's like when you hire some dickheads and they fuck things up. Anyway, that's about it. Jesus, I'm hitting the 40-minute mark. It's probably one of the longest videos I've ever done. But what else is coming out? Star Wars Outlaws, the game. Wow. That will be fun. That's Grand Theft Auto in Star Wars world, you know. It'll be good. It'll be good. Grand Theft Auto 5, that bothered me a lot with playing 3 different characters. I just want to play one character to scoot around and whatever. So that'll be cool. So yeah, saving up money for a PS5. Slowly. Doesn't matter. By the time I actually buy one, that game will be out next year. Alright, that's about it. Okay. I hope you've gotten to the end of this. If you haven't, that's alright. It's a long video. I'm normally the same way. I prefer not to look at very long videos. I really hope you're all doing well, and I hope this year hasn't fathomed you as much as it has me or others, and I hope things get better and brighter, more prosperous. Yeah. What else can I say? Yeah, so this channel's still going to continue doing stuff. Just figure reviews. Before I do, let's have a look, because other channels are going to go, what's my best and worst figures? Let's have a look around. I'll leave it. I don't care if it goes for 40 minutes. Screw it. It is what it is. I'm just going to take this thing around because I don't know how to pause, edit, or video, or whatever. So we're just going to look around. Okay. This is my place. I don't know what I'm looking at, by the way. So there we go. Still there. Millennium Falcon on top of my fridge. And there we go. Kylo Ren Saber. Of course, the helmets. I hope that gets into shot. Yeah. One more Stormtrooper helmet, please. My wife's Buffy axe. That didn't get put into storage. And my anti-theft device behind it. I wouldn't want to use that axe as an anti-theft device. Oh. Anyway, so this is my collection for the year. There we go. Yeah, hope you can all see that. Some good figures. Some great figures. And I'm going to say, here we go. I hope this is in shot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. My best. My best of the Black Series. And some more there. Yep. And that's a great one. I'm going to say that's probably number 4. There's some good TVC. And of course there's a sideshow collectible thing there. One shite figure, I'll say, at HK, now holding the spear. That was a rubbish figure, hated it. And there's some more that I got. I don't know about TVC. What's my favourite TVC? Probably good old Cassandra, even though, yeah, doesn't matter either. And I'm going to say probably those Ahsoka ones. They're good. 1, 2, 3. And, sorry, there's a Harry Potter. What's it called? That Quidditch game case. That's my wife's. They were good. Morgan Elsbeth, brilliant figure. 6-inch and 375. And there's my worst. That's the Ahsoka HK-47 droid. That's rubbish. Those two, massive honourable mentions. Not a bad set. Kenobi and Vader. And I found that. Yeah, I found the thing for my N1 Starfighter where I can actually attach R5. There's some others. Another thing I did not put into storage. It's just too bloody big. And I want to say, all in all, these are all great figures. Trust me. No, especially the Bad Batch. They got me. and the Knights of the Old Republic. They're all good. Like this one, I just reviewed it a while back. That is the best. Unbelievable. Prey, the Predator. That is just outstanding. No wonder NECA don't make too many figures these days. When they do, they cost a bit of money. A couple more. I'm getting rid of all of these cards. TVC cards and whatnot come down to my storage unit. The rest of them are going to get thrown away. So one last look at all these boxes. Look at that. What else? Oh yeah. Let's just look at. It's the biggest thing I ever own. And that's my work bag. See that badge? How cool. Ed Biss, where are you? Another thing about, I should mention, Ed Biss, where are you? Some YouTubers, whoa, I don't see anymore. I've disappeared. I guess that's cool. Some people just don't do it anymore. I understand. Yep, it's a thing, you either do it for a while. I don't know what you want to get out of it. I just get out of it by putting a video down of a new figure, and that's it. Maybe make a bit of a commentary regarding the figure or whatever. But yeah, someone has said to me a while back, about a month or two back, you should do another channel regarding politics and society and that. And I'm like, get fucked. I prefer to keep that in here and you talk about it explicitly with others, and probably not even that. It's a silly world out there, and we're living in it, and that's that. Alright, I've got things to do. Hope you all had a great Christmas, and I hope you're having a good New Year when it shows up. I'm working, that's okay. It's going to be fun in the emergency department. And, yeah, let's hope next year, hope it does better. That's all I can say. I can't see how, but I hope it does better. Alright everyone, I'll try and catch up with your videos that you do regarding figures or whatever you do. Yeah. About it. A bit born, bred, beaten these days. Alright. I'll see you all then. Sci-fi out. And the force is with you. Always.